Hi friends, it is Johnny back with another video, and today it is time for another Florida Man video. Now, if you don't know what a Florida Man is by this point, I don't know what else I can do. I've made about 20 of these videos by now. You're still not watching them? I mean, some of them got a few hundred views. Does that mean nothing to you? But in case you haven't watched one of the other videos, you're one of the outliers. A Florida Man is anytime an article or news report says Florida Man does blank and it's always something like completely deranged or insane. That's a Florida Man. Now, since moving down to Florida, I've decided to use it as a bit of a horoscope for some of my favorite YouTubers. Excuse the deep voice of this video and excuse how I am presenting myself at the moment, okay? I don't feel well today. But anyway, this week's video is focusing on two groups of dynamic duos. Now knowing that, let's roll the intro. First up, let's take a look at Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning, Good Mythical More, and just Rhett and Link in general. So first up, let's look at Rhett. And doing a simple Google search, I found out that Rhett's birthday is October 11th. Now knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida Man Rhett is. And Rhett, your Florida Man is Florida Man accused of forcing a small alligator to drink beer. Okay? I mean, I know it's not okay, but I'm just saying okay because I'm confused. I'm just gonna keep reading. Let's see what happened. Redacted and redacted. Oh, so there's two people. But it said Florida Man, like singular. So only one of them was arrested? Okay. Redacted and redacted were charged last week with unlawfully taking an alligator. Is that a thing? Unlawfully taking? Do you mean like kidnapping or theft? Unlawful taking. That feels like something you would say in like kindergarten to kids, like when you're playing like court or something like that. Like, Billy, did you unlawfully take Susie's teddy bear? Like, unlawful taking. I don't know why I find that so funny. And an alligator of all things. They unlawfully took an alligator. Okay. Authorities say they've arrested a Florida man who provoked a small alligator into biting his arm and poured beer into the animal's mouth. So what, he was using his arm as like a way to keep the mouth open, and then he usually like kind of shoved the beer bottle in there and just like poured it out? Okay, I'm trying to figure out how this worked, but okay. News outlets report 27-year-old redacted and 22-year-old redacted were charged last week with unlawfully taking an alligator. Again, that phrase is so funny to me. Unlawfully taking an alligator. Okay. Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's officers began investigating in August following a complaint of redacted catching the alligator in Palm City and handing it to redacted. Redacted appears in a video to let the reptile bite his forearm. The video also shows redacted feeding the alligator beer as it struggles. Oh, this poor baby was actually like trying to like get away or something, and they were just like still forcing it down. So animal cruelty or animal abuse should also be added on to this, not just unlawful taking. When officers interviewed redacted last month, he reportedly acknowledged that he was in the video and said that the gator was alive when they released it. Not to be that person, but that's exactly what a murderer would say. Who willingly is like, yeah, we killed it? Like, who does that? Of course we're gonna be like, it was definitely alive when we left it. Wink, wink. You know, real alive. You get it? You get me? You see what I'm putting down? Like, no, obviously they're gonna say that. They're gonna say, yeah, we left it alive. Do you believe them? The men were released on bond. Jail records didn't list attorneys for them. So I'm guessing you believe them then. Okay, that makes sense. These guys not only unlawfully taked it in an alligator, but they also abused it. We don't know what beer does to the insides of an alligator, and I'm pretty sure it didn't want to do what it did, so I feel like they got off real easy, but whatever, that's just me. But anyway, yes, Rhett, that is your Florida Man. Live with the knowledge that that is deep down inside of you simply because of the day you were born. I'm sorry, I don't think you would do that. But on to the next one. Next up from the dynamic duo, we have Link. Now, doing a simple Google search, I found out that Link's birthday is June 1st. Ooh, another Gemini. Now, knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida Man Link is. And Link, your Florida Man, is Florida man arrested on child abuse charge after a victim ate all the Cheez-Its and drank all the tea. I can already tell I'm not gonna like where this one's going, but let's just keep reading. At St. John's, of course it has to have that name. Sorry, PTSD from that name, for reasons. I went to a school named that. A St. Johns County man was arrested Wednesday after police say he struck a child for eating all the Cheez-Its and drinking all the tea. Redacted, age 58. This man is 58 and he beat a child because they ate Cheez-Its and drank tea. 58. Not one to judge or shame somebody for their age, but 58 against a child. Feel like these are the kind of people that worry about the children, you know what I mean? And anyway, redacted, age 58 of St. Augustine faces a charge of cruelty towards a child after a St. Johns County Sheriff's Office deputy responded to a call to his home in reference to juvenile problems. Juvenile problems. Did the man call? I feel like the man called. The man probably called and was like, this kid's being ungrateful. Let me call the cops and have them scare him or something like that. Meanwhile, you just beat a child. Whatever. Redacted was highly intoxicated, shocker, when an officer arrived and told the officer he had gotten into an argument with the child. The officer said things turned physical between the man and the child because Redacted told the child not to eat all the Cheez-Its or drink all the tea. But the child did. How dare the child? During the scuffle, the reporter says, Redacted struck the victim in the face with a closed fist. That is a very nice way to say somebody got punched. This 58-year-old man punched a child over Cheez-Its and tea. Let's just call it what it is. Not closed-fisted hit the child. No, he punched the child in the face. And the child then pushed Redacted against the wall, causing a cut on Redacted's head. Supposedly. According to the officer, Redacted was highly intoxicated and unable to explain how he got the cut on his head. So why are they saying that the kid pushed him? Unless the kid said, yeah, I pushed him. That's the only thing I'll accept, basically. Because, again, 58-year-old man punched child over Cheez-Its. Ew. Jail logs say Redacted was released Thursday on a $2,500 bond. Don't feel like that's enough. That's just me. I don't like when people abuse children. Especially when it's something like, the kid was hungry. Either way. Yes, Link, that is your Florida man, unfortunately. Live with the knowledge that is deep down inside of you simply because of the day you were born. I am so sorry. I don't believe that at all with you. I am sorry. On to the next one. Next up, we're going with the slow-mo guys. First up, we have Gavin. Now, doing a simple Google search, I found out that Gavin's birthday is May 23rd. Now, knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida man Gavin is. And Gavin, your Florida man is... Florida man climbs playground equipment, yells to kids about... Again, the wording in these. Try it this way. Florida man climbs playground equipment and yells to kids about where babies come from. Better? I mean, what happened isn't better, but the phrasing's better. See how that works? Either way, let's keep reading. 2 in a row that involve kids, unfortunately. That's just unfortunate. A Florida man was arrested for disorderly conduct Sunday after police said he climbed atop a piece of equipment at a playground and yelled at children, telling them where babies come from. Well, my mother taught me about that when I was 4. She drew diagrams and explained everything. So while everybody in school was talking about, the stork brings the babies in, like that scene from Addams Family.
And then Mommy kissed Daddy, and the angel told the stork, and the stork flew down from heaven and left a diamond under a leaf in the cabbage patch, and the diamond turned into a baby.
I was like Wednesday and ended up saying this.
Our parents are having a baby too. They had sex.
Like, I can respect parents being forthcoming with their children about where babies come from. However, if you're not the parent, that ain't your place. You know what I mean? Like, especially not some stranger climbing up on some jungle gym or something and being like, you're all stupid. This is where babies come from. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make it funny, but it's also kind of gross. Like, some stranger did that. Anyway, Redacted, age 30, was at a park in Clearwater Beach about 3 p.m. when police said he began approaching tourists and making inappropriate comments. Oh, ew, already? So this was like premeditated or something? Like he was already like out there harassing people? This wasn't just like a possession where he's like walking like la 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 la. turns and just goes straight for the jungle gym. Babies come from this! Like, oh no, he's possessed. Like, no, it was premeditated, apparently. Okay, whatever. An officer who was in the area said he watched Redacted climb atop a piece of playground equipment where children between the ages of 4 and 6 were playing, and then started shouting, telling the children that babies come out of a woman, and used a vulgar term, according to the officer. So I have a little issue with the officer, because the officer just let this grown man climb on top of the playground equipment and start screaming at kids. I literally watched it happen. I mean, don't get me wrong, the officer, in his defense, might have thought he was the parent of one of the kids and was playing with the kid. But also, you watched it and you were just like, this is fine, when he started screaming about where babies came from. Ew. Oh, that's it. That's the whole story. That's it. That was it. I mean, at least it's not as bad as the last one. So at least it's that. But yes, Gavin, that is your Florida man. Live with the knowledge that that is deep down inside of you simply because of the day you were born. I feel like you want people to know the truth, but I also don't feel like you would do that. On to the next one. Last up for this video and for the slow-mo guys, we have Dan. Now, doing a simple Google search, I found out that Dan's birthday is July 29th. Now, knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida man Dan is. And Dan, your Florida man is... Florida man makes beer run with large gator in hand. What? Makes a beer run with an alligator in hand. So, like, what, he's just, like, carrying around an alligator under his armpit, just like, come on, buddy, we need to get some beer. Also, why is this the second gator beer related story in this one video? Oh, and it's a palindrome. We got beer gator, kid, beer gator. It's a palindrome. That was so unintended, but I approve. Anyway, let's see what the hell is going on with beer gators, apparently. People sure seem to enjoy running errands with their pets. Aren't I quirky? Anyway, a man made a beer run into a Florida convenience store carrying a live alligator with its mouth taped shut. If he doesn't know how to do that, I feel like that can harm the alligator. Also, tape, I don't feel like would be good for an alligator. Thirdly, why? Why did you have the gator? Why did you need to bring it into the store? What is happening here? The story will tell, hopefully. Let's continue reading. The video shows the man, Redacted, walking into a Jacksonville store holding the gator with his right hand. Oh, so I was right to put it over here. Okay, cool. This store sells some good liquor, and I drank a lot of it that night, Redacted told the local TV station. In the video, he walks with the gator towards the counter asking, "Y'all ain't out of beer, are you?" He then sees someone in the back of the store and says, "Is he taking the last bit of beer? You aren't taking the last bit of beer, are you?" The man with the gator jokingly runs at the other man as people in the store laugh. I'm sorry, if I saw a man running at another man holding a gator, I would not laugh. I would kind of be scared. I would feel threatened and I'm not even involved. He then grabbed a 12-pack of beer. Priorities. "I don't even remember coming up here," he said. "It was stupid and I'll be facing some charges here soon and probably go to jail." He says he regrets it and he's been in touch with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Well, I mean, all things considered, that could have gotten a lot worse, honestly. I would hope that he was joking around when he ran at people. I hope, haha, funny. Let me threaten you with a gator. Fun times. Like, I guess, whatever. But, I mean, he's not the worst one I've read, honestly. And he seems to be a good sport about it. He seems to be like, okay, yeah, no, I fucked up. I'm going to jail. That's on me. Which I can respect, honestly. So good for this man. Good for him. Weird thing to say about that situation, but yeah, why not? Anyway, yes, Dan, that is your Florida man. Live with the knowledge that that is deep down inside of you simply because of the day you were born. I'm not even sorry about that one. That was actually kind of good. At least he like owned up to his mistake. But yep, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I really enjoyed making it. If you can't tell, like I'm still sick. I still have a deep voice. I'm trying here, but I'm doing this for you because I love you.
I love you.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and bing bong the ding dong down below to be alerted when we make a new video. And until next time, maybe go check out some of my other stuff. I have some more Florida Men, some Fever Dreams, some story time, some Let's Plays, and some randomness. I have a little something for everybody, honestly. And while you're at it, maybe go share one of your favorite videos of mine with your friends. We can always use more friends on the channel. And until next time, bye! Oh god, my throat is so sore.
Service, 100,